All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Quadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another Walk and Talk. And basically, this is going to be a response video to a video that was done by the Apostle Gabar. He did a video on basically how we're being tormented right now, you know. And, I wanted to add further edification to that video because, as time passes on, you're going to have new members of the hopeful elect, or, new members of the elect coming into the truth. But you're also going to have false prophets coming with their false breakdowns or their own interpretation of what they believe the Holy Scriptures is talking about. Okay? And, we here at Great Millstone, we have done plenty of videos before in the past, proving to you through the Holy Scriptures that there's no such place as hell where you burn forever. Okay? There's no such place as hell where you burn forever. Okay? And a lot of people, they see the word everlasting fire, they see the word hell in there, and they think that it's talking about a mystical underworld and an afterlife where you go as eternal punishment for the evils you commit here on the earth, which is other bullshit. The Bible does not speak of a place called hell where you burn forever. And furthermore, when the Bible mentions hell, it's talking about three different things, okay? The first hell being the Valley of Hinnom, where dead bodies and trash was burned at, okay? And the reason why they would burn the dead bodies of animals or trash was to prevent pollution. And you see that in some of these countries, especially in some of these different states here in America. Okay, what happens when landfills begin to get too full of the garbage that garbage trucks dump in those areas? What they do at those landfills is they basically burn the trash to make room for other garbage. Well, it's the same thing in the Valley of Hinnom. They would burn the trash to prevent mass pollution from spreading and to make room for other places. Okay, the Valley of Hinnom was also a place where Israel would go to do fire sacrifice unto their children. Okay? So that's the first hell right there. The second hell, which you often hear about it in the New Testament, Gehenna. Again, Gehenna just mean a place where garbage is burned at. Okay? It has nothing to do with a place where people burn forever. The third type of hell that the Bible speaks of is talking about a condition. Okay? And this third type of hell, which is referred to as a condition, is what I'm going to be talking about in this lesson. Tormented. And it all starts off with the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, where it tells you, King Solomon tells you in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, he said that he saw under the sun the place of judgment, or I saw and looked under the sun, where the place of judgment took place. Okay, so whether if somebody gets tormented or not, which are both judgments, whether if you're born in heaven or in hell, heaven or hell is played out here on earth. Okay? When you're being tormented, you're in hell. Okay? If you got to pay bills, you're in hell. If you got to pay rent, you're in hell. Okay? If you're a grown ass man and you don't got a woman, because women refuse to talk to you because they think that they're too good for you, guess what? You're in hell. Okay? You ain't getting no box. You got to do all the cleaning around the house yourself. You got to wash your own clothes when really that's supposed to be the duty of your woman. Okay? Your woman might have put you on child support. You're being tormented. That is hell. Okay? So, your car might have broke down. Engine acting up. I don't know. It could be the radiation. You're in hell. Because now you got to take money out of your check to get that shit fixed. So like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, okay, I looked in low under the sun, the place of judgment, that judgment was there. Okay? And in order to further understand how judgment is carried out, you must also understand that reincarnation is in the Bible. Okay? You have to understand that reincarnation is in the Bible. Okay? When somebody do something wicked in their past life, the Lord can put them in a hellish or in a tormenting condition by placing a horrible judgment on them when they come back in their next life. Meaning, when you die, your spirit leaves your body, like it tells you in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. Who knoweth the spirit of man and women that goeth upward, right? All goeth to one place, like it tells you in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, okay? All goeth to one place, meaning what? Okay? When everyone dies, everybody's spirit goeth to one place. It didn't say, well, one or two places. No, it said all goeth to one place. One place. There's only one place you go after you die, and that's the spirit world. And there, you appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua Hamashiach. Like it tells you in 2 Corinthians 5 and 10, we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, that we all may receive the things done in our bodies, whether if it be good or bad. You see that? Okay, so when you die, your spirit go to the spirit world, and there you are judged by Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Okay, and depending on what you did in your body when your spirit was down here on the earth inside of a body, depending on what you did in your body, will determine what type of judgment you get. Okay? So, I mean, if you did evil in your past life, you could have been a mass murderer. You know, you could have been a robber. You was just robbing people, just doing bad things to people. Well, guess what? The next time the Lord sends your body back down to earth inside the body of a baby and inside of a pregnant woman, the Lord can have it to where you're born with missing fingers. You're born with birth defects. The Lord can make it to where you're born with Down syndrome, or you're just a straight up retard. He can make it to where you're born blind. These are all hellish or tormenting conditions that the Heavenly Father can place upon you for the evil that you do in your body down here on the earth. So you can understand. Okay? But again, if you do that which is pleasing in the sight of the Lord, you know, the Lord can make it to where, you know, the next time you're reincarnate, which means back in the flesh, the next time you're reincarnated, right, he can send your spirit back down into the body where you will be in a very favorable condition. You might be born wealthy, got a car, a woman, you know. So judgment, rather if you're suffering, you know, catching hell, or rather if your life is in heaven, those conditions are played out here on earth. The kingdom of heaven is going to be here on earth. What's the proof of that? The book of Matthew. Okay, what did Yahweh Shai say? Okay, in the Lord's Prayer, thine kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So right now, as it stands, right, the Israelites are in a hellish or tormenting condition. We're in hell right now. And why is that? Because we're under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 verse 15 down to 68. We are under all those curses. Okay, and there's even curses in the book of Jeremiah. You know, there's curses in other books that's written that the Lord said will come upon us. Okay, in Jeremiah the 17th chapter, did not the Lord say, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee? That's a curse. We got discontinued from our heritage during the time of slavery. When our nationality was beaten out of us, we was not allowed to call on the name of the Lord no more. We was no longer allowed to have Hebrew names. We was not allowed to call ourselves Israelites. All that was beaten out of us during the time of slavery. And they show you that in the movie Roots. They show you that in the movie Roots. Okay? So, right now, we're in hell. Okay? Have you ever heard the saying, when you was in the world, the white man's heaven is the black man's hell? That saying is true. Heaven and hell are conditions played out on earth. So guess what? Guess who's in their rulership? Guess who's in their heaven right now? The Edomites are. The Edomites are in their heaven. This is the so-called white man's heaven. That's why he's on top. That's why he have private jets. That's why he can commit all these sins and iniquities and commit all these, this man can break his own laws and get away with it. You know how many children the so-called elites done molested, kidnapped, cannibalized, murdered just to get adrenochrome? You don't ever hear about the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers being arrested for these crimes because they're in their rulership right now. They're in their heaven. You think they have to worry about going to work? Nah. Okay. Same thing with these rich Edomites. All these damn, and when I say the Edomites, I talk about the self-proclaimed white man, who call themselves Rothschilds and Rockefellers, trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. Those are the Edomites today. And these rich and wealthy Edomites, they got it made. They're driving the best cars. Their cars rarely even break down. You think these rich Edomites are working? No. You know where these rich Edomites are getting their money from? From all the wealth and the riches they made off of the blood, sweat, and tears from the Israelites during slavery. That's where they're getting their riches from. And if it not from that, it's coming from off of our labor. Here it is, we're on the bottom. We gotta bust our ass to make ends meet. We gotta worry about bills and all that other stupid shit. And all the taxes that get taken out of our money, you know where it's going? It's going to the rich and the wealthy amongst these damn Edomites. So these rich and wealthy Edomites, they don't have to worry about going to work. They ain't got to worry about bills. They don't have to worry about rent. All that is covered off of the Israelites going to work and taxes getting taken out of our money to basically support them. You see? You look at the condition of our people, right? You walk throughout the neighborhood, you see our people strung out on drugs, alcohol, crack, weed. Our people are all hanging out on the corners and shit. They don't have pretty much they're through. A lot of our people are homeless, on the bottom, just suffering, man. And that's because we're in hell. You go to these rich and wealthy Edomite neighborhoods, you're not going to see, Edomites hanging out on the street corners, homeless, out on drugs. Nah. These damn Edomites are wealthy. They're loving and enjoying their life. Okay? Oh yeah, and a word of advice. Be careful when, if y'all look up at y'all night sky, y'all probably see that there's been drones scanning, circling your neighborhood. you know, basically scanning things. So be careful, you know, because I believe 2 weeks and a half, no, it might have been a week and a half ago, I saw a drone up over this neighborhood that was basically just hovering up in the sky, you know, basically scanning our neighborhood. It was weird as fuck, but, you know, the point of the matter of this lesson is that heaven and hell are conditions played out here on earth. When Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, returns and liberates us from this society, starting with the elect, because the elect are the ones that's going to receive salvation on the side, right? And the kingdom of heaven is established, then we will be in our heaven, okay? And guess who will be in hell here on earth? The Edomites, the so-called white man, and the other nations. You know why? Because they asses are going to be slaves under us, and we're going to be at the top again. So I pray and hope that this video was edifying to you sincere brothers of the hopeful elect and you few sisters out there, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Is on to the next one.